If you own a condo here in the Myrtle Beach market, this video is for you. My name is Abe Safa. I'm with Century 21 Harrelson Group. I just finished looking at our October numbers. They just came out for the end of September. One of the main things I was looking at is condo inventory because that's something I've been paying close attention to for a while. Um, if you've watched some of my previous videos, you know that we've been in a low inventory level for a couple of years now, ever since COVID. Well, things are starting to change. Right, we've seen inventory go up with single-family homes and with condos in the last 12 to 18 months. Ever since mortgage rates went from 3%, double to 6%, and up to 7%, we started seeing some inventory go up. But now here's the interesting part: they didn't go up at a fast enough level to impact prices. As a matter of fact, when you look at single-family homes right now, they've actually prices have gone up in the last in these last 10 months. So this year, home prices have gone up. Condo prices, on the other hand, have not. And here's the difference. Ever since March of this year, we started seeing some significant separation between inventory in the homes and then inventory in the condos. If you remember, if you have a condo here in town, you know right around March or so, maybe April for some of you, maybe February for some, your insurance renewals came up. Right. And every single insurance renewal in the entire market saw a significant increase in your premiums. Now, none of these HOAs have enough reserves to be able to offset and withstand a 50, 60, 70% increase in insurance premiums. They don't have enough cash on hand to be able to withstand that. So what caused them to do was issue a special assessment in many cases to be able to offset the cost of insurance. Now, we're not seeing any help on the insurance side moving forward, right? We think it's going to be the same next year, if not higher. So now what they're doing is thinking ahead for next year. We got to make sure we have enough cash. So we also saw HOA dues go up. Ever since then, we saw a lot more inventory start to hit the market. I'm going to share this graph with you real quick. This is right out of our MLS. So this is condo inventory, and this is a month supply of inventory for condos. You see, like this was back in April of 2020. We were at a 6-month supply of inventory. Basically, what that means is if no more inventory hit the market, it would have taken us 6 months to sell out the entire inventory, right? That's what's called a neutral market, as a matter of fact. Anything more than 6 months supply becomes a buyer's market. Anything less than 6 months becomes a seller's market. So this was pretty neutral in April of 2020. Now look at what happened since then. Inventory just dropped like a rock. It kept dropping and dropping. Now, at the same time, as this inventory was dropping, it drove up our condo prices here in town. So we saw a significant increase in property values when it came to condos. And it kept going up because inventory kept going down, all the way down to this point. So in February 2022, we hit rock bottom when it came to inventory. And obviously, we also hit tops when it came to prices. So at this point, we only had about an 18-day supply of inventory. There was nothing out there for people to buy. So whenever something hit the market, it was selling instantly, multiple offers on it, right? And then slowly we saw that inventory grow. Okay, it kept growing a little bit, and then all of a sudden, when mortgage rates jumped from 3% to 6% virtually overnight, we saw a big spike in inventory, and then it went up to about 2 months supply, 2.2 months supply of inventory, and it kind of just stayed there for a little while. Right. So things were okay. So even at this point here, when inventory went from 18 days to 2 months and change, we didn't see any change in prices. So we were like, man, this is really good. We actually, even with the affordability issue, it hasn't driven down the prices because there was no inventory. Now look at what's happened since March of this year. We went from a 2.3 month supply of inventory all the way up to 3.8 month supply of inventory. That's a big increase. And here's why that happened. Well, first of all, right now, a 3.8 month compared to last year, March of 2.3, that's a 65% increase. If you look at right now compared to last year at this time, it's a 72% increase in inventory, right? So now we still have the affordability issue. As a matter of fact, I talked with a lender last week about, hey, like, look, if a condo buyer wanted to buy a condotel right now on the Oceanfront, like what kind of rate would they expect to pay, right? Because it's not a primary residence. It's not going to be a typical 7.5%. He told me it was somewhere around 9.5 to 9.75% mortgage rate on a condotel right now. That's insane. Couple that with the prices that we have right now, it's driven the buyers out of the market pretty much. So what we're seeing is inventory is starting to sit a lot longer on the market when it comes to condos, especially on the oceanfront. Okay, buyers aren't making any moves, and inventory is really starting to grow. It's growing more so on the oceanfront side than it is on the golf course side. So there's still some pockets that are doing really well. There's pockets in Barefoot Resort that are doing really well still. Also, other pockets, 3-bedroom units in North Myrtle Beach are still doing really well. But there's some resorts right now that are getting hammered. And what I mean by that is we're seeing 30, 40 units on the market for sale when a year ago there might have been just a handful. So as you can imagine, that much supply with limited buyers, we're starting to see some downward pressure on prices, and prices starting to come down. To give you a ballpark idea, right now, oceanfront condos, only 1 in 5 condos on the market are actually under contract with a buyer. If you go back to when the hottest part of the market back in April of 2021, 64% of all the oceanfront condos on the market were under contract with a buyer. So you can see how just it's completely flip-flopped. Now, I don't have a crystal ball. I can't tell you where prices are going to go with condos, but I can tell you one thing. If inventory continues to keep going up and we don't get some sort of relief, okay, maybe on the mortgage side or maybe or anywhere, right, we're going to see prices start to come down. What's going to happen is you're going to have more sellers that are more motivated to sell. And what that's going to do is they're going to start reducing their prices of what's on the market. And then that'll slowly drive the condo prices down. It may or may not impact you. It depends on what you own. Also depends on what your goals are with your unit. It might not even matter to you. Bottom line is this. This is something to really pay very close attention to. We're not going to see any relief on the insurance side. Okay, we know it's going to continue to go up. Okay, no relief on HOA dues. No relief on property taxes. Those are gone up because when they actually readjust the pricing, okay, they're not using the prices that you paid 6-7 years ago for these condos. They're going with the new rates, the new prices. So everything seems to be going up, which is increasing the cost to actually own one of these units. Pay very close attention to this. I know I will be. I'll keep you updated as I see more and more things happening. If you own a condo and want to talk about like what it means to you, what's happening to the value of your condo or anything about the market, I keep a very close eye on the market here. Just give me a call. I'm going to put my number up here real quick. That is my direct cell phone number. Give me a call anytime or shoot me an email. We can schedule a time to talk. And looking forward to helping you in any way I can. Thanks.